What up? What up? What up? Man, we back for another episode. Episode 8, just my damn opinion. Like hoes, everybody got one. And guess what? I got one too. So with no delay, I'm gonna bring my partner in. Y'all know who he is. Rolled off from high school, from the high pot. We're gonna bring him in and say what up to the people, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, hey, hey. You know I got something to say. And hey, just my damn opinion.
So man, what's been going on with you, man?
Man, just slow motion during the week, holding it down. Georgia Power getting it out me, but it's okay. How about you?
Same here, man. I tell you what, man, it's just so much going on. My show, I just like to kind of just chop it up and talk about a little bit of everything, man. I don't never really
True, true.
have no agenda or nothing like that. But first thing I want to say, man, you see the Crawford fight, Crawford versus Spence.
Well, I caught the highlights, but it went the way I predicted. He operated on.
I know you saw the highlights, maybe, and he did operate on it, but I don't think he went the way you probably predicted for. Like this was so one sided.
Hey, I thought he was gonna win, and he put something
I ain't
on.
said he wasn't gonna win, but I thought, man, this was a one sided fight. Like, folks, it was not pretty. And you would think guys of both of those skill sets, it would just been a closer fight.
Man, boy, swole up. Got some hands put on him for real. So
yeah, man. I mean, I watched it and I was I was surprised. Like I said, I didn't think it was going to be so one sided. But one thing I have noticed, I'm not taking anything away from what Bud did. He's a great fighter. But I'm a boxing fan, and I've been watching Spence for a long time. And I've been telling people, man, his last two fights, definitely like since he came back from the accident, just ain't been the same, folks. And then I know, from what I think, I can't say I know, I ain't in this count, but he's definitely been having a hard time making weight the last few fights too. I mean, he's been drained. I mean, you can just look at him and tell. You know what I'm saying? But ever since that accident, and then he had two accidents. I don't know if people understand that he had two accidents.
wow.
Yeah, he had two accidents. Yeah, he had I think he had a head on with a young kid, 14-year-old, something like that. Head on collision. Yeah. So yeah, he had two accidents. So a lot of people don't know that. So yeah, he just ain't looked the same, man. He been winning, but he just ain't looked the same. And you know what I'm saying? When you come up against somebody like Bud, if he ain't on your A game, it's gonna show, man. He made him look very average.
Yeah, yeah. What I seen, yeah. I'm gonna get a chance to watch the whole fight round for round, but I already know. I know he operated on like he ate it when they ate that one hit that left when he ate that left hook, it was like he gave it to him. Then you could take that man best shot, and you looking at him and you eating. It's gonna be a long fight.
I mean, even if they go to which I know they are, if the rematch happens, first of all, I just think the rematch is too soon.
They screaming rematch already.
Yeah, Spence talking about December.
This summer? Wow.
No, December.
Oh, December. Oh, he trying to get to it again soon.
Yes.
Okay.
I really think that's too soon. I ain't gonna lie. I think that's too soon. I really do. I think that's too soon, man. Like, I really think he took some damage this fight. He really need to get, you know what I'm saying, looked at, checked out, and let his body heal. He need to take about a year off. Maybe get a tune-up fight. Then maybe
need to heal. Yeah.
But, that's just my damn opinion. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a professional. You know what I'm saying? Just my opinion. Man, that it just did not look well, man. A lot of people were talking about when he was speaking after the fight. I just want to, I want to say maybe the man mouth was just swollen and everything, so his speech was just not like it should have been. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's why it was kind of slurred and everything. Everybody was just talking about concussion, brain, blah blah blah. I'm not saying it wasn't, but I'm just saying he did take a beat and that man face and shit. So you know what I'm saying? So you can't really your muscles, you can't really articulate. You know what I'm saying? Your speech pattern off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, I believe you was in the wrong profession too when we were growing up.
What you mean?
It kind of reminded me of you a little bit back in about 92, 93
What you talking about?
on the school bus.
Oh, hey man.
Hey, hey,
What can you say?
it's just my damn opinion.
So man, another thing, man, just shift gears a little bit, man. We just kind
Yeah,
of popping a little on. I don't know if you know Pee Wee Herman passed away. Love him or like him. I mean, I love
yeah,
him or hate him.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
R.I.P. Pee Wee.
Yeah, Pee Wee Herman passed, man. Man, you heard what's her name? Got a lawsuit. Lizzo. Her dancers are suing her.
Lizzo getting sued.
Yeah, man. Say the
Mm.
dancers are suing her. I hope I'm right on this. I think for sexual harassment and fat shaming. Say that uh the dancer was having to eat bananas out of sex workers' vaginas. Hey man, I'm not making this up, man. I know you see stuff published all the time, so
They
uh,
say this Lizzo is acting like this now.
it's floating
Not
around line.
not the one who goes online and rampage about how they fat shame her and what she needs to do and what not to do. She's making people eat bananas and do what again?
Allegedly, allegedly, yeah. So, eating bananas out of say sex workers' vaginas.
Oh no!
So I don't, yeah, I don't
Oh
really
man, I don't know,
picture
man.
that. So I don't really. But man, it's obviously, man, when you live a certain lifestyle, you got, monies and things, the human nature is something else already.
Hmm.
So when you have access to, different resources and things, and, people develop certain complexes, you know what I mean? And maybe they had to go through some things to get to where they are. So, it's kind of like
You would think by her getting plus size dancers to blend in with her, she'll be showing way more love and gratitude than what I just heard. Like I just can't.
I mean, she may do. I mean, maybe this was
Yeah, yeah. I'm not saying she. Yeah, yeah.
some kind of drunken vote. I mean, I don't know.
Wow.
It just, you hear all kind of things, you know what I'm saying? But it definitely floating online. That's why I use the word allegedly, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
it's just so much be going on, man. It's every time I try to
Holy.
picture it, it's just kind of like, whoa. I, I don't know, but they obviously, they came out, and if it's true, I have any kind of credence, or I think that's the right word to say to it. Shout out to the dancers for having the courage to come out and put this
Yeah.
matter to the forefront, and hopefully that kind of behavior can no longer happen.
Damn.
Kind of like the Northwestern thing with all the hazing and going crazy up there in Northwest.
Hmm.
Jeez.
Oh, they try to get some moolah, baby. They
Oh
coming
no.
out. That's a Me Too. That's a Me Too movement. Hold on. Hey, I got Hayes too. Hold on. Let me call them people.
Hey man, it's a lot going on. And you know what, too, man? Speaking of that, just kind of on the college thing, sports, man. You see where all these teams are trying to jump conferences, man. Trying to tell you people these mega conferences are
Might have a
on their
mega.
way.
Might have a mega on the way. Hey,
You got,
I'm all for it. I'm
I
all
think
for it.
it's first of all, I think it was UCLA and USC. I think going to the Big Ten or trying to get going to the Big Ten. Then it came out, I think, Washington and Oregon.
Okay.
As well.
Mm-hmm. Colorado trying to lead. They're gonna lead their
They're
conference.
going to the Big 12, I think.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of little shifting going around. I see.
Yeah.
Well, maybe some of those schools anyway. It'll help them in recruiting. Help you get more NIL deals and get you some more. Like you say, now you're in the SEC, Texas. Come on and get some of this spanking. But you'll have one or two players who gonna shine, who gonna do something to get somebody who NFL will look at and be like, they'll look at you faster now than what they would in your division when you're just coming from in that conference.
I mean, it may be some, But one thing about now, the money part, yes. I mean, the money drives everything. So for sure, the TV money, that's what's really about. In Florida State, talking about leaving too. They talking about they lose $30 million a year compared to the SEC and I think it was the Big Ten.
So who is it? Florida State and who else? There's another team in the ACC.
Well, no, Florida State in particular definitely talking about leaving. They AD or somebody came out today. They was talking about they done research over the past year, and that's what they know they losing is $30 million a year. So you compound that $30 million the first year, the second year $60 million, the third year $90 million. 4 years, that's $120 million. Now you don't lost in 4 years.
I'm about to say you're on the way to 200 in a minute, yeah.
But yeah, man. I mean, it's just that the thing about it. Not only is the money driving, but at the same time, that's the only way these other schools going to be able to stay competitive and to compete. Because if you got, at the end of the year, talking about going to a 12-team playoff, and you got, say, 6 of the top teams from the same conference.
Man, come on, man.
You know what I'm saying?
That's our championship again.
So these teams have to join together to play each other too, just to make their schedule tougher, so they can continue to get into this 12-team playoff and stuff like that. Because that's why I say, man, you talking about 12 teams. I know we're gonna get 3 or 4 in there.
That's gonna be real. Now, yeah. Every year, we that's like that's the high joker. We're gonna at least have 3 at the minimum. 3 SEC teams will be in the playoff every year. Every year.
So that's what I'm saying. So if you go to a 12-team playoff, the SEC still gonna always get 25 to maybe 45% chance of those slots. Because right now we generally always have 1 team in it. That's 25%. So if we get 4 teams in, that's still 25%. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. I don't care if you take the most slots, you open up, just more people are gonna get in, which is ultimately what it's about. But I'm just saying, if you're in these mega conferences and you get, say, 5 teams from the SEC, then when the final come in, I mean, it's really gonna be just the SEC playing the SEC again. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, true. Or rematch from the East and the West somewhere.
That's why other teams gotta, kind of pool together and try to make their conference stronger so they can get more slots in or get in. Period.
Yeah. I think that's a lot of purpose of a lot of people moving too, trying to better their chances to go ahead and knock on this playoff door.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's still gonna be the same 4 teams that's really winning it and that's playing for it.
It's gonna be fun to see. It's gonna be like them bottom tiers. That's gonna come in. I want to see those. Like that's gonna be some.
It'll be gone in the first round.
Point spread at 32.
Man, this ain't basketball, man. This ain't it. What it is? How many it is? 64 teams, something like that. That's 68.
Well, they added some teams. Yeah, I think they probably up about 68 now, or maybe 69, knowing them, because they got a play-in. They got 2 play-in games that don't really count, but whoever wins will play that last team. Yeah. Mhm.
Oh, well, they just like I don't forget what league it is. They don't change around. College they got that playoff too. But
Which one?
is it D2 that got the NC
Oh yeah,
the
yeah. Division two. Yeah, Division two has a playoff system,
playoff? Yeah.
and Division two, Division three has a playoff system. Yeah.
Now, man, you talking about being broke up, boy? That's just too many games, man. I don't
But
know.
they making it work though. I think they play. I think they may start off with maybe 12 teams. So it'll probably be the same format
Yeah, I
that
thought it was more than
Division
that.
one is.
It's only 12.
For Division two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think they go with 12 too.
Okay, I thought it was like 32 teams or something.
Oh no, shit no.
Okay. All right. Well, I
That
guess
means everybody going to the playoff.
cause right now, cause right now we playing 15 games. If we go to, I wonder how many more games we play when we go to the 12-team playoff. Maybe one extra, maybe two.
hmm It'll probably be maybe two. It'll be two. No, cause no, you know what? Cause we may get a bye week.
Yeah, somebody
Depending
gonna
on
get a
how,
bye week. Like I
yeah,
think
yeah, yeah,
first two teams, first and second place, get a bye week.
yeah. They're gonna have it stacked up pretty good. So
Okay. All right. Okay.
I wonder are the games gonna be held at the crib or they gonna be at designated spots?
Well, I'm sure now it probably won't be at the crib like because a lot of these bowl games, it's still gonna be at bowl sites. So it's gonna be bowl games. It's gonna be at, what I mean. They're gonna be
Mm-hmm.
playoff games. Like the Rose Bowl, like right now the Rose Bowl more it's like a semifinal game. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, okay.
So the Peach Bowl might be matter of fact, like the Peach Bowl, we played Peach Bowl. That was a semifinal game. Like the Chick-fil-A Bowl might be a quarterfinal game. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the national championship gonna still be the national championship. But like the Sugar Bowl, Roll Bowl, stuff like that'll probably be like semifinals. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But man, so yeah, man. So I'm gonna switch gears here again, man. I think it was the Rolling Stone, man. They came out with a top 50 or 88 or something like list of superhero list or something like that, man. If anybody know me, I'm big on superheroes. I'm big on animation stuff like that, sci-fi and horror. So yeah, man, I want to put you on the spot here a little bit, man, and we're gonna go tit for tat, one at a time. And I want to see if you can come up with 10 of your best superhero movies of all time. And I'm gonna give you their list, and I want you to tell me what they think about it. All right?
Okay.
Want me to go first?
Yeah.
So I want to say this, man. This was very hard to do because it was a few of these movies like they had sequels and things like that. And it was just hard and I didn't want to just put all of those in one. So I tried to spread it out together,
Yeah.
you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Full
All
body of work.
right.
But I'm gonna say Blade 2 for me is probably one of my best superhero movies of all time. Blade 2.
I got Blade. But I like all the Blades. I like all the Blades.
I wasn't a fan of the third one. That was probably definitely the weakest of the franchise, but one was great. Two was just so much more action packed. Like the fight scene was just better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The CGI was better. It was just, it's hard. And most movies, the first one generally be the best, but I can honestly say maybe Blade 2 is better than Blade 1 overall.
Mm-hmm.
Just in my opinion.
Okay. Okay. Well, I went way back. I went back like when I was a kid, like Superman 3 with Richard Pryor. That was a good movie.
Okay, I remember that.
Yeah, I like the devil there, man. I remember going to see that at the movies at the Rialto when I was a kid.
I think I went to the movies to see that too.
Oh yeah.
Along with Blade, I went and saw Blade 2 at the movies.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Now, what I will say is, now I had Superman. I just didn't have Superman 3. I had the OG Superman. flying around the planet and reversing time.
Yeah.
Christopher Reed at his strongest peak. That's
Yes,
what I.
sir.
But it's hard to go against Superman, especially if you're in our kind of age bracket. But that movie was just kind of like a pioneer, kind of like lead things forward in the superhero movie genre, if you ask me. So yeah, I'm on the Superman train. You know what I'm saying? I actually enjoyed. I mean, it was kind of cheese, but I enjoyed four.
Mm.
I just like the whole concept of the. I don't know if you remember four with the solar power guy. It was kind of cheese, but I just enjoyed having another superhero that could battle Superman. So I thought that was kind of cool. So I guess we're on the third one now.
Yeah.
You gave I gave the first, you gave the second, I'm gonna get a third one. So I went with and this could have been but once again more than one of those. I went with Batman Begins.
Okay.
I mean, that trilogy is dope. Dark Knight Rises, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
Listen
but
to that. Now, I did Batman Return when they came back with it in 92, 93.
okay, classic.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a few. I just like his. I think it's Chris Nolan. Is it Chris Nolan, the director? I just like his series a little bit better than those. But I like the OGs. You know what I'm saying? I like the OG Batman. Like I really enjoyed Jack Nicholson in the first Joker. I really enjoyed him. I enjoy Heath Ledger too.
Oh yeah. Dark Knight. Yeah.
So
It's just too bad he couldn't. He wasn't around to get the residuals off of it, man. Cause man made a classic and wasn't
well,
here to see that.
if he was
Overdose.
around, his character probably would have been reprised again as the Joker. You gotta understand they don't have a few Jokers since him.
But when I thought it was just Jack Nichols. Jack Nichols did it years ago, like when we were kids.
Yeah,
Like
but you had the guy what's his name guy he had the Joker movie, but like before he became the Joker like the prequel before he came the Joker.
oh yeah. And,
Phoenix.
and what was
Yeah,
crazy, their one role, like those guys had to take therapy. Those guys had to take therapy after playing those roles, man.
Heath
Like they
Ledger.
be so in tune in their character.
Then you got your boy. What's the method actor? What's his name? In the Suicide Squad, he played a Joker that had the gold teeth in his mouth. Uh, He's a method actor. He also played Morbius.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, I can't think his name. Now I can't think of his name, but I can't. I'll have to look it up. But yeah, so I'm saying we had a few different people to play Joker role, but I really think if Heath Ledger was around, like his Joker probably would be the one that stand up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like to get reprised. All right, so go ahead, man. I guess we'll go with the fourth one. We both was on the Batman tip, just different kind of genres. But like I said, man, you could have went with, you know,
Yeah.
I
But I
like
gotta
Batman.
go. I gotta go with my baby. I gotta go with my first movie crush. Well, she's one of my first movie crushes. Oh, Halle Berry and Catwoman.
Really?
Yeah.
All time? Okay. All right.
I mean, hey,
I thought
because
that
the
movie
first
was
Catwoman, she was the old lady who was messing with Marcus on Boomerang.
Yeah. I just,
Yeah.
I just thought that movie was trash. I expect more from it. I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I would.
He put down in Storm too,
Huh?
though. Storm.
Yeah, to me, they never really let Storm character get developed enough in those movies. That's one of the reasons I kind of threw back on that is X-Men in some of my top 10. I don't like the way they developed and did some of the characters, but that's another story. That's another story. So that was your fourth one. So
Yeah.
my fourth one would be Catwoman all time. Okay. You always come out of left field from sometimes. We expect some shit you say sometimes. I'm gonna say Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier.
Yeah, I mean that was one of the most action-packed, well-written Marvel movies that came out. So I was a big fan of Winter Soldier, Captain America, and what Winter Soldier did. I was a big fan of that. So yeah, that's my fourth. I went with Winter Soldier.
Okay. All right. I'm going with my boy Luke Cage. Oh, Luke Cage, bulletproof Luke Cage, superhuman strength.
He had a movie. He had a movie.
Yeah, it was on Netflix. They had the movie thing out on Netflix, bro.
That was a
Netflix.
series, but we'll let you slide with that. That's a series. We'll let you slide with that. Ain't no movie. It's a series.
Oh, he don't count. I didn't. He's a superhero. You know, a little superhero.
I mean, it's a lot of superheroes that got series with that, on the move. But that's cool. If that's what you want to roll with, Luke Cage. That's fine. I
Yeah.
thought that was kind of ass too, kind of garbage, but just my damn opinion. I don't like when they didn't flush him. Man, Luke Cage is the man. Man, they supposed to let that man off. But yeah, it's just they supposed to let him get off. Man, he ain't never get off. You know what I'm saying? The choreography was awful.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like the fighting scenes were terrible. Now I did like but you know what? I don't think he was in Luke Cage. Was Marshall Ali? Was he the first criminal in Luke Cage? You know Marshall Ali?
I wouldn't know.
Okay, I think he was. I think he was the first criminal in Luke Cage, the black guy that's playing the new Blade.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
Hmm.
the guy that played in. He also played in Moonlight. You know what I'm talking about? So I told you I'm a movie buff, man. I'm big on
Yeah,
stuff.
I was just about to say you on the movies now. I'm trying to picture another movie I might know him from other than
you
that.
ever seen Alita Battle Angel?
Say it again.
Alita Battle Angel.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so he played in that too. So it's cool. That's cool. But yeah, I think he was the first criminal in Luke Cage. I hope I ain't getting it mixed up with Black Lightning, but he was the first criminal in one of those shows, and he was dope. I mean, that's about the best thing I liked about it. But now I will tell you, out of that Marvel series, out of Luke Cage, who was Luke Cage, Shang-Chi, not Shang-Chi, but what's the guy in the green with the yellow mask, the Kung Fu guy? Then there was the private detective girl. They was the Defenders.
Talking about
But
not Suicide Squad, was
no. This Marvel. Marvel. The guy
okay.
with the green suit, he was the karate guy. He had the magic hand, the gold hand. But anyway, they was all tied into the same world. And Daredevil, they was all tied into the same world.
Okay.
But anyway, Daredevil was probably the best one out of all. Daredevil and Punisher was probably the best out of all that stuff that they put out. But anyway, we're getting off track. But I know my Marvel at DC. I'll tell them I'm a comic book guy. So I get excited
You
about
got
that.
your own collection? You got a collection?
Oh yeah, I do have some Batman comic books that I still have in the place that I've been keeping for years.
Yeah, go get them graded, man. Go get them graded, man. That's where the money is.
That's why they in the plastic still. Trust me, they've been graded.
You
That's why
crazy.
they still in the plastic untouched.
They put them in that look
I'm saying touch me. I literally can put my hand on my desk. I can put my hand on two of them. So my fifth one, when I'm gonna go my fifth one, this may not be a movie you ever seen, but if you haven't seen it, I highly suggest that you watch it. It's a cool picture, great CGI, good action, and the storyline is awesome. Like it just takes you somewhere where you just probably didn't think you. It's called Tank Girl.
Tank Girl.
Yes. Put that in your write that down, folks. Check that one out. Tank Girl.
Is that on Netflix?
I have no idea.
Or what? What can I go find?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know how you watch. I watch everything online, so you know. So I don't know. It may be on Netflix or Hulu or one of the streaming platforms. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you have. But I would say just maybe just pull up a YouTube trailer.
Okay, yeah.
Let's see what you think. So yeah, you on the go to your sixth one, or is that? Are you on your fifth?
Oh no. 6. We're on number 6 now.
All right. So
We're gonna leave it out. Old Black Panther.
Okay.
Wakanda forever, you know.
I ain't mad. I ain't mad at, you know. I'm not mad at, you know. It didn't make my top 10.
Yeah.
However, I thought it. I mean, it's a good movie. But like I said, this list was just so hard, man. Now, I mean, now if you want to, you know, kind of talk about maybe the impact, if you want to throw that into the impact that it had, the cultural impact that it had, it would definitely be top 10 for sure.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
you know, you had people out there thinking Wakanda was a real place, man.
They looking for it. They looking for it.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, now I hope folks know this a movie now. I'm thinking Wakanda is a real place. So, you know, with just
Yeah.
our society, you know, it definitely had a big impact on the culture. So it was dope to see a black actor, black superhero specifically, you know what I'm saying, get his credit. That's why I'm so big on Blade, man. I think Wesley Snipes is very, very underrated, man, when it comes to that. Because Blade kicked that thing up. Like Michael Jai White got his shot first with Spawn. I don't know if you ever saw Spawn.
Yeah, I remember Spawn. I'm
a fan of Spawn. I mean, the movie just wasn't great to see. Cause, you know, back then, just the CGI just was kind of ass. You know, the technology wasn't great, but I enjoyed Spawn. But Wesley was the next black super Marvel hero with Blade, and he kicked it to a whole nother level, man.
I don't even think a lot of people even knew that Blade was an actual comic character before.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. He's part of a group that specializes in supernatural hauntings and stuff. It's a team called the Midnight Suns, I think, in the comic books. So it's him and a few others. Him and Swamp Thing, Werewolf by Midnight. These might be characters like people don't really know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember the movie Swamp Thing. You remember the movie Swamp Thing?
Not Swamp Thing. Not Swamp Thing, but Man Thing. His name is Man Thing. But he basically like Swamp Thing. He basically like Swamp. He the same. He Marvel version of Swamp Thing. Because Swamp Thing is actually DC. So I had to say that for the Marvel and DC fans come in and kill him. All right. So my sixth one, man, I don't know if you've seen this one, man, but it's a pretty dope superheroes movie in my opinion too, man. Once again, it has the action and choreography is great, but it also has a message, a deeper message behind it. And I went for V for Vendetta.
Oh man! Oh yes. V, yeah, man. That was a great movie there. He was almost like the alter ego of Zorro. V. V. Pull one out there.
If that's where you want to go with it. You forgot about it?
Yeah. You pulled one out the hat there. Woo! Yeah, you pulled one out the hat. I forgot about him. I watched that movie plenty of times.
And that's my point. All these movies that I'm mentioning, I can just watch at any given time. I'm not going to hit skip. I mean, I'm going to let it roll. But you on your number 7?
I got to go with that Incredible Hulk, man.
Which one? Oh, The Incredible Hulk? Is that the one?
With Bruce. I think he even did the movie and the TV. Him and Lou Ferrigno. Lou Ferrigno always was the Hulk, but then the guy that played Bruce.
But so you're going back to another where they all of them are Bruce Banner. But you're talking about the original TV series.
You see, yeah, TV series, and I like the movie when they did the animated movie version of it. I like that too. But the actual
which one you talking about?
The actual TV one, the one from TV, the one they had every week when you had to come back and watch something.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The TV show that came out in the 70s, 70s,
Make my
Yeah, I
boy
was a
mad
fan.
and start coming up out them clothes. Yeah.
Yeah. So you went with another
Mhm.
series. That's fine. I was a fan of that too. I watched that. I'm trying to think of the lead actor's name because I was a big fan of his.
Who?
Uh,
Not. No, I'm talking about the guy that was Bruce. What was his name?
yeah, that's from the lead actor. That's the lead actor.
I'm trying to think. What was his actual name though?
Because
Damn.
I know the guy name is Kenneth Johnson who produced that show, and I
Mm-hmm.
always remember that because my dad's name is Kenneth, so I always remember that because at the end of the show it always be like produced by Kenneth Johnson. Uh,
Okay.
uh, yeah, I can't think of his name right now, man, but yeah, I was a fan of that show. Yeah, Lou Ferrigno, the original. Shout out to the GOAT.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
he had a cameo in one of the Hulk movies. He was a security guard. I don't know if you remember that.
Okay. Okay.
So see, if
Gotta go
I
back
be
and
on my
watch that.
movies, bro, I be on my movie. Trust me, bro.
I
I'm big into
see.
Marvel. Big into Marvel. But my probably best Incredible Hulk movie, which they both had elements of the Hulk that I like, but overall, I like the one that Ed Norman played. That was the one where he fought the Abomination.
Okay.
The one that had uh uh dang, who played the first Hulk? Uh Dang, I can't even think who played the first one. But anyway, that was the one where he fought his dad. The dad was basically like a being that could absorb energy.
Hmm.
So that was the first Hulk where he was in San Francisco tearing up the cars and stuff.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So that one was a little bit more kiddish. That was a little bit more comic book like. But the one that had Edward Norton in it, it was I enjoyed that one. No, Edward Norton was the first. God, man, I'm getting confused. I can't think of the guy who played the second. Anyway, and Mark Ruffalo played the one in the Avengers series. So there've been three different versions of the Incredible Hulk in the Marvel universe.
Okay. Okay.
So damn, what was the guy that played the I can't think of it. I see his face get the clear date. He played in a bunch of movies. Um, now Edward Norton was the one. He was the one that played the best. I can't think of the first guy. It'll come to me. But anyway, so on number 7, I'm gonna go with this one right here, man. It's a kind of throwback too, man. I'm going with The Crow.
Oh yeah, I had him on the list. Yeah. Yeah. That was
Yeah.
Brandon Lee, right?
Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, I think he
Hmm.
died in that movie, right?
Yeah, I think he died doing as they were filming. I think
I thought it was like a bullet, a fake bullet. I don't care. Remember, it was something. It been so
it was
long
on. It
ago.
was on the scene. I think somebody
Yeah, it
had
was.
the It was a real round was in the gun instead of a
Yeah,
blank.
something like that. But I can't remember. But yeah, man. So I enjoyed The Crow, man. So that was one of my, I could watch that at all time. It was kind of dope. It had some. It was kind of like something new, a little bit like a spin. It had kind of like an Edgar Allan Poe. I'm a big fan of Edgar Allan Poe, so I kind of liked The
Hmm.
Crow. It was cool, man. Kind of dark, kind of gothic, but still cool.
Yeah, I like that. Like that. Uh, getting kind of low, man. Because we had a few of the same over here.
So we'll let that one be your eighth one or your seventh, and just go to eight since we had the same one.
Yeah, we had a couple of. Let me see. Yeah, we had a couple on there the same.
Well, we had the
I got
same.
one more. I got one more. Wolverine. I got Wolverine. I got Wolverine.
Which one are you talking about? Logan or
Logan.
Wolverine?
Yeah, Logan. 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 Yeah.
Old man Logan, where he was old.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like all of them, man. Like you know them by the series. I just know them by just me watching the movies.
Cause the first Wolverine was kind of ass, dog. When he fought,
I like them
what's
all, man.
when he fought my boy, what's my boy play, Deadpool. When he fought Deadpool at the end, when he had all his power, they fought on top of that dam. I think that was Wolverine, cause they had the little saber tooth when they was they were brothers basically.
Hmm.
So that was the
You
first
break
one.
it down.
Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, it was just kind of cheesy, man. But it's cool. It's cool. I mean, it's just that's cool. But Logan was a lot better to me. I think old man Logan was done a lot better. That's when he was old and about to die when he had the girl and
You had a daughter, yeah.
these two. But she technically wanted his daughter, but I get why you would think that. But yeah, so yeah, that's cool. Uh, as my eighth one, I had another OG, RoboCop.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey.
went back to another OG, so I had RoboCop.
Yes, sir. Man, I'm talking about busting the VCR tape, hitting rewind, to watch that movie over and over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, I mean it was just dope, man, for its time. I go back and watch it now. The CGI was pretty bad, especially with the big robot. But just for its time, it was just kind of cool.
Yeah,
It
good
was kind
weaponry.
of
I
like
love that gun he was shooting.
unprecedented. I remember just growing up. I mean, yeah, that was how I used to try to walk like a turn my head and turn my body. You know what I'm saying? I just remember, yeah, it was just kind of cool. When I was I used to remember that. 'Cause you remember he used to walk and we turn his head to turn first, then his bottom turn.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
turn the
saying?
whole body, yeah.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
Then the
So
little
yeah.
eyes get to read and stuff, yeah. Oh
So
man.
yeah, I had that, man. We both had Superman. So we'll just go with number 10. Give me one more.
Tell you the truth, that was it. That's it for me. I couldn't come up. It was too hard, bro. Like I was already having problems coming up with what I came up with. Yeah.
Well, my last one I threw in the OG Iron Man.
Man, look. Yeah, I had Iron Man, right? I ain't even call him out. Yeah. Iron Man. Yeah.
I thought Iron Man was a pretty damn good movie, man. It was one of the ones that kicked off the Marvel thing too for the Avengers type stuff. Matter of fact, I think it was the first one that kicked off for the Avengers. Iron Man came out first before the Avengers, so I think they just kind of ushered in the new wave of superhero movies. Which now after they don't went too far, and it just they don't
Okay.
killed it. But yeah, Iron Man was dope. I enjoyed the first one, and the third one was okay. I didn't particularly like the second one. But I also been hearing that they're gonna reprise his role again. It's gonna be a new Iron Man coming out, and they're bringing Tony Stark back. So I don't know if it's gonna be like some kind of prequel or just maybe some kind of
So
flashback.
what was Don Cheadle like? What was his character like? He was like the second one, or what?
No,
What
he
was that?
he was he was a War Machine.
Okay.
He's a different
So
character.
okay, I was just about to ask. So he was a different character. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Basically Iron Man gave him a suit. The suit name is called War Machine. It's one
Okay.
of Iron Man's suits, but Iron Man don't wear it. He let him wear it. Type deal. So,
Okay.
so yeah, that's how that kind of roll. Man, we literally probably got maybe about 14 minutes, man. I don't know if I want to step foot in this topic here.
What you got?
But man, we'll dance around a little bit. We'll go down the rabbit hole just a little bit, man. So I don't know if you're aware that there has been these government hearings, and there have been people coming out on the oath for former, you know, people that have worked for the government, admitting to the government having. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna go down this list. Having UFOs.
uh,
So they have come out and basically, I'm gonna put it in a nutshell to say that we have UFOs, meaning unidentified objects, flying objects that are not from this planet. We have bodies that are not human. Scientists have been hurt trying to re-engineer the technology. Some of the I guess aliens, if you want to say aliens, they are malicious, meaning I guess they're not all nice. I think they say they have taken down planes before.
uh,
And said we do not have the capacity to defend ourselves if they were hostile. How do you think that kind of affects? I mean, do you? I mean, that's all kind of conspiracy theories. A lot of people like, man, we've been hearing this all our life until I see it to Scotty beat me up type shit. You know what I mean? I don't want to do it. But just speaking in general, we just chopping it up. Do you think that even bothers society? Like, is this news any kind of effect? Has any kind of effect?
Hey, all I can say is we are not alone. man, man.
Cause man, I mean, you gotta think about we live in our everyday box, meaning life. We kind of go to work. Some people work in corporate, whatever. Everybody got their own little lane, their own little box. I mean, it's just kind of like regular life. You know what I'm saying? Doctors are doctors. Criminals are criminals. You know, you know. It just we have these little lanes and everything just pretty simple. We get all up on the world when our taxes get raised. We might hear about war or the stock market. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's always either us or them. When I'm talking about races, you know what I'm saying? We're not like together like that. It's always a separation. Yeah, we just separated 10 movies from each other. So we always separate everything. So, bro, like if something like I mean, can you even fathom even think outside our little box or something like that happening? Like, what does that do to religion? You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh man, ooh, oh man, that's gonna be nasty. You talking about religion and with the politics? Yeah, that's. Oh man, I try to leave those two topics out of the same bag, but it's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be ugly. I can just once the truth get out, and once more and more get out to civilization, and once we as a people can see what they've been hiding from us, there's too many whistleblowers. It's something going on, man. They've been hiding something from us. But that's why I say I don't think we're alone. I definitely believe they're hiding something. I can't wait to see what's the outcome.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, just trying to, you know what I'm saying? Being able to wrap your mind around that concept. I mean, even just from a technology standpoint, I mean, we can barely get to the moon. You know what I'm saying? Put people on the moon.
And they can. I see what you're saying. We can barely get to the moon. It's like they got all access to fly around and see what's going on down here.
They came from a whole nother somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Like a whole somewhere else. Not like the moon. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they up there like.
So, bro, they got some.
Imagine how, man. Okay, you think they live like the Jetsons or something like this?
I would say it's very. I'm gonna say the Jetsons would be like almost kind of like cavemanish to them. Like these folks moving that car, I don't know, man. Like light speed, like caught it. Well, we don't. That's
amazing, man.
Like, we don't have the technology to really know. I don't know that they could be maybe living on Saturn. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't got the technology to get to Saturn.
Nope. We barely, like you said, we barely at the moon, and they trying to go to Mars. Did we make it to Mars yet? I think some little machine made it to Mars.
We put rovers and stuff on there, but I'm saying we can't go to Mars and hang out.
Yeah, they're trying to put they're trying to make like some little bubble condominiums to put them up there or something.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but even to take that, it probably take years or something. I think it might take some years to get there. Some maybe 2-3 years. I can't. I almost want to say I read somewhere to maybe 3 years to get. But that's my whole point. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. I mean, I'm just saying it's a big jump in technology. If anything that came here and then it damn near stand undetected. You know what I'm saying? We can't keep up with it.
And they say they moving at what Mach 1 speeds.
Now we got Mach 1.
We
flying
got so what they flying at then? If we got they got point something then they moving.
I mean, we got stuff that move at supersonic speed. I mean, I think supersonic is maybe Mach 11 or
But
something like that.
I think once we get so fast, the pilot get all delirious and all this other stuff going on with his blood
Right,
pressure and stuff. But
right.
she talking
Well,
about
but
an alien, man. This man built for this. Like,
and that's what I'm saying. Like, just from a technology standpoint, I'm not trying to get too deep, but just the dampening technology. Like you just hit on something on the head. I don't know if you really know how deep you went, but that's what I'm saying. Like just having the dampening technology to be able to move at those speeds and not affect their physical forms. Like I said, due to gravity and stuff like that, we have to deal with G forces. You know what I'm saying? And these vehicles that they in, they maneuvering at different speeds and directions with a G force we couldn't even handle. And can't even maneuver like that in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Not that we
exactly.
get into the G forces. But yeah, so it just that's crazy, man, to even try to wrap your mind around the technology that's available to them if that's real. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I don't think normal people can wrap their head around the technology. You know what I'm saying? I just
No,
don't think people can.
no,
You know what I'm
no.
saying? And that's maybe a reason why it has been hidden for so long because as a society, you know what I'm saying, we just would lose our damn mind, bro. Like for real.
I'm telling you, they
Like
gonna find something. They gonna
think
keep
about the
on.
social control that matter of fact, we ain't gonna get into that. That might be too deep of a conversation, but just the social control, like you say, well, that politics and religion has. You know what I'm saying? And then if something like that comes out, like there, people, I think the older generations get, they tend to question more and more of religion anyway. More people always want to be looking for proof. But if something like that come out, 'cause you had this whole debate of evolution versus evolution, where some people don't believe the dinosaurs were real. You got skeleton
Yeah,
bones. You know what I'm saying? All that kind of stuff. But aliens, if the spaceship just come out right now and just like right there, even if they don't even show themselves, bro, they just come out and just sit there and hover, bro. That's gonna,
then just all of a sudden, just
bro. That's gonna. I mean, that's like I'm saying, like that's gonna, like you gotta question like religion and a lot. It's a lot of questions, unanswered questions. But even in religion, there's a lot of unanswered questions. But it's just like if you think about time, if you think about time being linear, meaning from left to right, at what point do the aliens fit in it? You know what I'm saying?
and believe it or not, it's funny you said that because I was watching the show maybe last week, and it was about Egypt, the pyramids and everything, how they tell their stories with the drawings and all of that. And they still had drawings of like spaceships, oval looking shapes in the sky and the moon, with the stars and like they were saying like they had some type of interaction with them. That they were saying like, how did they get the pyramids built? They didn't have all this technology that we have now to build tall buildings and the manpower and
Yeah, yeah,
all
yeah,
like.
yeah. I've heard a lot of ancient Egypt alien theories, like with the Mayans. A lot
Mm-hmm.
of civilizations have been supposedly encountered. A lot of ancient civilizations have supposedly encountered uh, alien civilizations. There have been
Yeah.
wall paintings and cave paintings that date back, hundreds and hundreds of years, and it's like, how could yeah? So it's all kind of questions, man. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
people say, something happened. Like we had better tech, not better, but we have lost technology. I mean, like back in some earlier days, we were more technologically advanced than we think. Like talking about the Egyptians, how were they able to laser cut those pyramids and move those heavy blocks? They obviously
Man.
had a technology that we're not familiar with because we can't even do it today, not without heavy machinery and laser cutting tools. And they
Mm-hmm.
supposed to have had, I guess, some type of rock chisels or flint, whatever. Supposed to be able to.
Man, they did it.
Whatever it was, they made it happen, and it's crazy
Yeah.
that a lot of those structures are still standing to this day, which is another thing. You know, our structures don't tend to last that long.
Mhm.
So yeah, man. So yeah, man. You got anything you want to say, man? I kind of want to talk about they clone Tyrone, but I might say that for another day.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
wish that
I got to go back and watch it. Let me go back and rewatch it again. Let me go
yeah.
back and rewatch it.
So man, yeah, you got any shout outs, anything you want to say, anything you want to cover? Let the people know anything, man, before we slide
Just
out.
shout out to everybody, to all our listeners, man. Thank you again for another good week. Don't forget to hit the like, hit the subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend. Shout out to my kids, back to school. Everybody else with kids, back to school. Let's get it. I got a junior and a freshman in high school this year, so I'm looking forward to get it rolling. See y'all next week.
Yeah, but I guess you see light at the end of the tunnel, junior and the senior. That mean they almost ready to leave the net. So I
No,
understand.
junior and a freshman. Junior and a freshman.
Okay,
Yeah.
I got you.
And my daughter who just graduated, she'll be a freshman at Benedict College next week.
Okay,
About 2
well,
more
shout
weeks.
out, congratulations,
Thank
congratulations.
you, thank you, thank you.
Shout out to all the parents, man, that going back to school with the kids. I know that's a busy time of life. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get all that shopping done, financial burdens and things like that. So shout out to all the moms and dads that's getting their kids back to school and hopefully they learn something. Because I don't know if y'all know, we had a little school segment here about a week or two ago, and yeah.
They need to be learning something because they don't even be in school like we was in school.
But that's a whole other. That's why we had that
They got all
segment.
these holidays and extra days. I'm like, wow, everybody needs to be on honor roll. Please do.
I'm sure that segment will come back up, man. I'm sure that segment. But yeah, man. With that being said, man, we're gonna go on and get out of here, man. This episode 8. We'll be back next week between 8 and 9. I don't know which time I'm gonna be back, either 8:30 or 9. Yeah, man. It's just my damn opinion, man. Like I said, they like assholes. Everybody got one, and they
Yes,
got
they
one
do.
too, man. So yeah, we'll get at y'all next week, man. We out of here, man.